Alright, guys. PHOT, pot. Had kind of a miserable ending to the day, but this actually might be a good sign because they actually released news, which I'm not sure if this sell off was because people knew it was coming and wanted to be safe. Um, this is after hours too. Let me just see something here. Yeah, this basically went to 4:15. I know these don't usually trade after hours. I don't know what was going on, but for some reason these things were trickling away a little bit on some of the OTCBB stocks. You have 55, 57.99. Basically, you're right around 58. I'm pretty sure this is going to just shoot right back up. You can see by the L2, it's kind of just hanging out there. But at the end of the day, you had their annual report. And basically, let's see here. It looks awesome. Sales increased to $4 million, almost $5 million from $1.4 million. An increase of $3.4 million or 235% compared against the audited revenues from 2012. For the quarter ending in December, revenue was 1.9 million, increase of 1.2 million, 183% increase. I mean, these are tremendous numbers. I have a feeling that tomorrow this is going to be the stock to watch and get into. You could go through all this news, but based on those numbers, I mean, with some of the other companies you're dealing with that are showing negative $2 million, negative this, negative that, negative, to be up 235%, I'm just kind of excited about it. So I'm looking to get in this thing probably pretty heavy in the morning. I want to see how hard it runs. And we'll go from there. So let's see. Look at the chart. You have you selling out. See this 565 out of the money. Out of the money. So basically someone did a market sell, and the market makers basically said screw this guy, and they put it in as low as they could. So that's why I hate market orders, and people tend to do it panicking at the end of the day, and you'll always see basically just get painted and it's way down. So now what happens tomorrow, it basically opens up, it shoots up to here, and it's going to show a big percentage gain, which could get people hyped. So you see that percentage gain, and then from the news that this is up. So let's break down this chart a little bit, and let's see what we could find out here. Basically lower support here, 572.5, 573. A little bit of resistance here at 58. I don't think this is going to be a problem at all in the morning. Just going to start marking some of these off. Baby resistance, I'm going to say right here is where you're going to be looking for. Alright, so you have sorry about that, just trying to see what we got going on here. 06. You could basically just keep going and going and going through all of these because this thing has been down a ton. It's basically down, I don't know, 30-40% in the past 2 weeks. It's pretty much just been downtrending. I mean, you had some nice little dip buy opportunities and things to get involved with. I kind of bailed on this somewhere in here. I was in it earlier, but a lot of people were moving into other things like mine and REDG and SPLI and all those type of plays. People were really getting involved with, since they were progressing upward for the most part, and this wasn't. So ton of resistance. I don't know what you don't know how far this thing could go on these results. It could just take off and rip past all of these without even flinching. Chances are it's going to have a couple rough spots, but that's what you're looking at as far as resistance points. You got an uptrend here, which is nice, so keep an eye on that. If it breaks down, couple resistance support points, all basically 53, 54 and a half, and 55 and a half. So you have a few resistant support spots that I wouldn't worry about this thing tanking past. And you basically have an uptrend, so it's looking, you know, for the most part, like it's kind of bullish, and that it's gonna, with that news, rocket off. So be prepared to buy tomorrow. You know, you see all the volumes kind of low here, so any kind of big spike in volume or big, you know, with the news, this thing can, you know, you see over here a spike in volume, and this thing rocket shipped off. Of course, you had your profit takers when it hit resistance, but you know, you might want to expect the same thing tomorrow. This thing might missile off, and you know, then people will sell a ton when it gets up there. So it might be a very good opportunity to get in early. Let it ride until you really see it turning around, get out, and then maybe dip by it, because it's probably going to have a very nice dip if it does come back down hard. So be prepared. All right, have a good one.